Long ago, our grandmothers, mothers, and aunties sat around the fire sharing stories. Stories of family, of country, of the journeys they walked. Today, we also gather in new ways as strong Aboriginal women in business, walking our own paths but always walking together. This is the first story of the Maganda Makers Business Club and the journey we have been on for the past 4 years. At Home Valley Camp June 2024, we collectively decided what success looked like for us, on our terms, and our 5 domains of change were created. These were: time spent in income generating ventures, in our own business as a contractor or supporting the business of a family member. Have access to and promote blended capital models that support First Nations enterprise and entrepreneurship. Financial inclusion, engagement with financial resources, banking, savings, online financial products and services, including blended finance models. Self-confidence, autonomy and agency. Recognition by households and community. In November 2024, it was time for us to collect our stories and measure our growth over the past 4 years in those 5 areas. We were all invited through our club connectors, yarning circles, emails, social media and texts. Because this was the first time we did this, it was called the baseline evaluation. All of the questions that were asked tie back to what we decided success was for us. The only domain that we didn't ask questions about is have access to and promote blended capital models that support First Nations enterprise and entrepreneurship. The reason is because we need to strengthen the engagement of the club to support this. At camp, we decided that we wanted a sugar bag named after a beloved bush food, a fund that we could control and distribute to women in the club who need help to start ventures or restart after a period away. To make sugar bags sustainable, we agreed that those who have the ability to share would contribute financially or in kind. We also decided to try working with new providers who share our values for grants and loans. We did our first sugar bag pilot right after the baseline evaluation, and we will continue to experiment with capital models this year and in the future. 26 of us chose to share our stories in the baseline evaluation, and this is what we learned. They are women of all ages, from 25 to 74. More than half are in their middle years, from 35 to 54, juggling family, business and community. They come from many different mobs: Walalagu, Jumbanburu, Jaru, Barijawi, Yaru, Balangara, Guniyandi, Garajari, Malagwam and Yuriamdam. Just over half are self-employed full-time, running their own businesses. About a third work in a job and grow their business as a side hustle. The rest are taking a break or studying or retired, but are still choosing to be part of the club. Their businesses are as diverse as they are. Most of them are artists in some way, painting stories that have been passed down for generations, singing, writing or film, keeping our culture strong. Some run tours, sharing our land and our history with visitors. Many offer professional services like consulting or digital marketing. Others have retail stalls, create luxury products, or have civil construction companies. Almost all of them said that they intend to work most days in their business in the next 6 months, with just a couple saying it will continue to be a side hustle when they can fit it in. All shared that the main way they grew their business was by paying customers and not grants, loans, royalties or gifts. But business is not always easy. Some are growing and making more money, but others are struggling, earning less than they had hoped. Most keep their business money separate from their personal money, but not all have a business bank account in their business name, instead choosing to have a separate personal account where they keep their business money. More than half felt confident in their ability to read a financial statement and to compare business loans from different places, and the rest did not feel confident at all. 80% of women shared that working for themselves makes them feel really deadly, and a few felt that only a little bit. The same amount felt that having their own business empowers them to speak up about issues that impact their mob and community, and to speak up for themselves and others. Almost all of the women are really confident that they can come up with an idea for their business and do it. They said that seeing Indigenous women being role models in business is powerful. It's inspiring to see the growth of a club that is strengths-based and celebrates excellence. The club is fantastic and I love the comradeship it has. I've learned a lot and I want to learn more. When it comes to learning, we heard that some of the women want to learn how to market their business better, getting more exposure and more clients in the Kimberley. Others want help with substantial grants for the first 1 to 3 years and expansion, business planning, technology training, access to lawyers and branding. They were asked if working for themselves has made their families and community respect them more, and if they have set a good example for their families and communities by being successful. Their answers were very different, with some not feeling that way at all and some feeling a very strong yes. The story of Aboriginal women in business is still being written. We are artists, storytellers, makers and leaders. We are here to build something bigger than ourselves. The Maganda Makers Business Club is our fire, our gathering place, where we come to share, learn and support each other. Together we walk forward, strong, proud and ready for what's next. We will be collecting stories again this year, and if you want to share yours, we want to listen. It helps us to paint a picture of the journey of our club for our own knowledge, to receive funding to continue this powerful movement in our communities, and to shape the future of the club to match your needs and vision. One thing is clear, we are creating, building and growing. This is our journey, and it's only the beginning.